Morstonians prepare as Hurricane Xavier is expected to make landfall as a Category 5 storm. A mandatory evacuation has been issued for all residents south of the Beltway. In other news, the Laughlin Institute certified their 9th cancer-free patient, making it 9 for 9 with this new breakthrough drug. Although all the patients have been adults so far, the Institute says they're about to start working on their first pediatric cases. Now, cancer is not the only disease the Laughlin Institute has cured. Earlier this year, we saw breakthroughs in
Xavier is now set to make landfall on the 13th, making it the fastest forming hurricane in recorded history. Local and national governments are scrambling in an effort to expedite the evacuations of the now 4 million people. Panic has set into Morston on an unprecedented level.
Suspension cables on the Frank Harlan Bridge gave last night when Xavier slammed Dawesport.
Millions of people in Morston are without power this morning as rising floodwaters have caused multiple explosions at plants all across the city. This news comes on the same morning that Hurricane Yara has been upgraded to a Cat 4 and is expected to follow the same path that Xavier laid just days ago. Back to you.
As we are just moments from Yara making landfall, experts say Galvez Island will not make it through the second hurricane. Unfortunately for Galvez and Harrison counties, Yara's record-breaking force, speed, and timing will do more than just destroy the island. It looks like the winds and flooding will wipe Lesmark, San Credo, Texan City, and Dickerson off the map. Post-Xavier recovery efforts for these areas have been canceled.
Dave, it's only more dark news for our city, which has yet to see the sun in 7 days. My sources tell me that the death toll hit 9,647 fatalities this morning, and that's only counting the areas where rescue teams are. It is estimated there are 10 times that number between NASA Fairway and what used to be Galvez Island. And the darkest storm has yet to come, with the world watching Hurricane Zephon reach a Category 5, faster than any known storm in history. Dave, Yara was called the storm of the century, but Zephon is being forecasted to be the storm of the ages and will physically transform the shape of Texas forever.
In a little over 9 days, Morston, Texas, and its surrounding areas were devastated by 3 Category 5 hurricanes. This anomaly has meteorologists rewriting the book of storm patterns. Hurricanes Xavier, Yara, and Zephon landed exactly 3 days apart from each other, with each storm being stronger and faster than the last. All 3 hurricane names are to be retired, as each one has broken every record set by their predecessors.
It's the fucking government, man! They're controlling the weather with microscopic drones that spray chemicals in the air. Then, with submarines that target ocean currents with nuclear torpedoes in order to change their temperatures. And that's just the start of it. There are humanoid monsters crawling out of the floodwaters and just killing people and shit.
The Texas relief bill was voted out by Washington today, and our governor has canceled his trip to Morston that was planned for this Tuesday due to civil unrest and threats against his life. Many say he is not fighting for help and waiting for the city to just flush out.
Dan, in these last few weeks, only death has been revealed by the receding water. As the greater majority of South Morston slowly rises from the Gulf, the death toll has reached over 120,000, with another 200,000 still missing. However, recovery efforts have been currently halted by the continued disappearances of people heading into the affected areas.
Well, Gina, this is not for young viewers or the faint of heart. It would seem scarred bodies with their eyes removed and their sternum surgically mutilated are surfacing at an alarming rate. Harrison County officials say some of the bodies were dead before the storms, and some are that of people that were reported missing from the recovery team. 26-year-old Kayla Short was found this morning, and she had only been missing for a week. She was part of a team that was helping recover the dead out of what used to be the north side of Dickerson, Texas, which is the current area that the floodwater has receded to. All towns to the south, including Galvez Island, are still completely underwater. Kayla was mutilated in the same way as...
Stephen, Morston is gripped in a growing fear as more and more reports are coming in, saying that scarred monsters are killing our citizens. No photo or video footage has surfaced yet to confirm these eyewitness accounts.
The rumors are true. Don't be fooled. They, the Dark Elite, don't want you to know that these monsters are actually manufactured acolytes that are created by the sinister centuries-old organization called the Undead Surgeon.
And finally, Texas Please. Saying there are monsters in your city is not going to make a bill pass through the House any quicker. It's all just an elaborate hoax. We all know that Morston is just trying to.
Now let's talk about the craziness coming out of Morston, Texas today, with more on the Hurricane's Hydra, which is still claiming life all throughout the Gulf region. For those of you that have been under a rock for the last few months, the event now known as the Hurricane's Hydra was when Xavier, Yara, and Zephon devastated the Texas coast, mainly the Morston area, in just 10 days. Now, as that might not be considered current news, get ready for this. As if straight out of a horror movie, people of the region are saying mutilated corpses are appearing all over the city. No, it's true. The internet has gone viral with these videos of people coming across these corpses, all scarred in the same way. I'll put a link to the clips in the description, as they are too graphic to show here. As of right now, all local law enforcement and local officials are denying these claims. What they don't understand is this is not 1940s Roswell. Once it's online, it's always online. But with that said, I want to pass it on to you. Do you think this is just the most elaborate hoax in history? Or are people really being murdered on a massive scale in Morston? And that's where we're going to end today's show. I would love to know your thoughts on this story, or the first story, or anything in between. Remember, if you like what we're doing here, please hit like. Then subscribe if you haven't. Also, you can follow us on all the social sites listed below. If you missed my last video, please click right up there to watch that. With all that said, as you go through the flow, stay with Pip and I'll keep you in the know.
And let me finish by saying this. Evil has reigned unchecked in this city for far too long. I will, not plan, but will, strike down those who seek to flood this great plain with darkness. My campaign can't be bought, belittled, or be broken. I will serve as a beacon to light this shadowed city's path to recovery. All right, first question.
Hello, Councilman. Mitch Placker, Channel 47. What about your background? How does a civil rights attorney plan to fix the economic shape our city finds itself in after all the floods? I don't mean these floods of darkness. I'm talking about the estimated $300 billion in damage from the storm. Our governor and the suits in Washington seem to be out of ideas.
Mr. Placker, my history of moral victories is well documented, but I assure you, I am also keenly aware of the economic struggles facing our city and this region as a whole. I know the road to rebuilding is a hard one, and the spineless cowards in both capitals, state and federal, cower under their desks, just praying it will all go away. But I'm not there. I'm here, right now, and Morston will be a shining example for the future of what will become the megacity. As I stated in my speech earlier, people are moving to cities for reasons like connectivity, social commerce, and the ability to build a legacy for their families. The future is about cities and mayors. Mr. Placker, 60% of the GDP by 2030 will be carried out by 25 megacities from all around the world. Very soon, country and states will no longer matter. Morston matters. Next question.
Councilman Husto, do you even see what's going on in this city? The missing persons, the endless looting, and the catastrophic death toll? Your rousing speech seemed pretty blind to the current state of Morston and only focused on the distant future. You need to pull your moral blinders off and tell us what this strike of light, as you called it, even is. We need a mayor that will deliver and not just pep rally about on an evangelical crusade. Someone who can steer us through this devastating aftermath and see the storms to come.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it right in front of me. And you will all see my light, Margret, very soon. Next question.
Yes, Councilman. Please elaborate on this megacity theory.
In a little over 9 days, Morston, Texas, and its surrounding areas were devastated by 3 Category 5 hurricanes. This anomaly has meteorologists...
There's just simply no proof of these so-called scarred monsters. Reporting live, I'm...
Matt, it's only getting worse. Where are you? I can't do this alone.
I'll show you what real power is!
You are my prize of the night.
You are an evil one.
You have no idea how devilish I can get.
Evil has reigned unchecked in this city for far too long. I will strike down those who seek to flood this great plain with darkness.
Why? Why have you finally returned now?
For it's all about to begin.
Nancy saw a few city planners in the lobby today.
Well, if they saw her lanky ass, I'm sure we'll have to get out of here pretty quick. And that really bites, too. This tower has been an amazing find for us.
They didn't see her. She's good at covering up her tracks.
You just gotta take those jabs at me, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know we don't have to leave here, right? We could just do the same thing we did with those squatters when we moved in. I mean, it worked on those college kid urban explorers as well. Next time we see those city workers...
No one cares about the homeless vagrants. And the hurricanes hitting us help cover up those college kids. We can't just keep converting everyone that creeps their way into this place.
You sure about that? Our newly scarred nomads have really been finding us some good prospects. I'm kidding, and I get it. You don't want this place to draw any more unwanted eyes to Sirenicide. Here, let me see if I can reattach the ligaments.
The light will fuse that together a lot easier than those tweezers.
Shit! I always forget about this. It's just hard to break away from decades and decades of doing it the other way.
Don't worry. In due time, it'll all become second nature to you. What if we get the city to sell it to us?
What? Oh, wow. Really?
Bella Vita could be ours. We have archived a substantial sum of monetary assets over the years and created a network of contacts that would rival that of any modern political party. The current owners are filing bankruptcy to avoid foreclosure. And with them losing that kind of money, this endeavor shouldn't be that hard to accomplish. And the public eye on this place wouldn't change at all. Just another property bought by one of the numerous holding companies of the world. We could seal it up to the point that people would just think it's another company protecting their assets. All the while, on the inside, we would have 51 floors to enhance our operations.
It sounds like a good plan, but that's gonna take one hell of a payroll to keep it all under wraps. Especially during a renovation. And what about Doc?
What about him?
Don't play dumb with me, Johnny. Our scarred ones have been dying off here and there since he came back. XYZ didn't deter him at all. If anything, the storms just gave him more cloaking, so he could carry out more unchecked slaughter.
Okay, so?
So? We never had a home base before. Just a number of rotating outposts and the 18-wheeler fleet. That's all I've known. You have always kept Sirenicide on the road and on the move. A stationary home for operations might make us a large target for the Acolytes. But in just this little bit of time since his return, Morston has been monstrously morphed.
Get the hammer. Do you fear Doc? Do you think these storms hit because of him?
No, I don't
You will need the medically induced metal from my kit for this bludgeoning.
Okay. Anyway, no, I don't fear your old master or his boiled beasts. However, it is one hell of a coincidence that he brought all hell upon us, and then we got all of this rain. Wait, why do I need an MIM nail from your kit? Mine have been resurrecting just fine.
The ones you have forged are not powerful enough to raise this body. Hell, I don't even know if mine will.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
You did it. Eddie, you did it.
Yeah. Wow. It's a good thing, too. We're gonna need him.
Indeed. But he is not out of the woods yet.
Mason, we should have what we need. Let's get the boy out of there.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Oswald, please have a seat over here by me for a second. I want to show you something. Don't be worried about Bennett. He'll be fine. My nurses are taking him out of the machine right now.
Will you be able to wake him up now? It has been over 3 days since he went under.
That is the next part. But first, look at the screen.
It's gone? All of it? Oh my god! It worked! Dr. Laughlin, you saved him! You cured my baby! I can't believe it.
Next, my team and I will induce the third serum, which will wake Bennett. They are prepping him now. So, in just a few more hours, you and your son will be home like nothing ever happened to him.
That's wonderful.
Now, once he is awake, I will have cameras in the room for a quick series of questions. I just don't want you or your family to feel like the Institute is exploiting the situation. The simple fact is, though we have cured cancer with our process before, this is the first time it has been for a kid. And since Bennett was placed in our care with only weeks to live, we need his story to be told. Is that okay?
You and this place are angels among us. You can do whatever you need to do, Dr. Laughlin. N.D. Erickson had said he was not savable and still managed to drain every last penny we had. I know you are trying to help change the laws on cancer treatment, and if we can help others the way you have helped us, then we will.
Thank you, Mrs. Oswald. Your support is crucial. The whole world will be watching us now, and Cancer Incorporated is not going to be happy.
That's what I said too. But he made some good points of having a fortified headquarters. When we're done with this drop-off, you should talk to him and make sure his head is clear on buying the Bella Vita from the city. He listens to you. So, is that the last of the packages?
Really? You seem to spend more time with him than any of the rest of us. Not to mention the fact that your skills are starting to mirror his. But yeah, I'll speak to him. Even though, if Johnny's set his mind on something, there's no stopping it.
Good point. Just let me know if he changes his mind on anything. On another topic, what do you think about tonight's mission?
Doc sent the body to Johnny as a warning, and now Johnny's dumping it so it can be found. I get it. He wants the Dark Elite and anyone else trying to champion Matthew's cause to know he is dead. It's a silent message to a select few.
Yeah, I guess. I just hope the red suits and DE know they are just as guilty as I am. But the dumbass kid had it coming. He just couldn't leave it all alone. Stupid little fuck.
I can't blame him for trying. Come on. We need to get moving.
Yeah, it's almost dawn.
still can't believe it?
No. It's like it never happened to him.
In the next few days, he will look even better. Are you sure that you understand the side effects that he may experience? He will need his mother to help him if they do surface.
A possible neon blue fluid flushing out any remaining cancers or toxins, I believe. The fact his temperature will always be 100 degrees. That he will more than likely never get the flu or any common sickness again. And a small probable chance of mild schizophrenia. Did I miss anything?
No, that covers it. A small price to pay, and more than likely they will not even arise. I have a new formula that I'm just now testing that hopefully will replace modern vaccinations and pretty much make the whole populace impervious to disease. But don't tell anyone. It's still very much in beta testing. Anyway, my excitement has gotten me rambling again. You get out there with your family and go have a nice dinner on me. And should you have any questions, day or night, just ring my cell.
Dr. Laughlin, you don't need to buy us dinner. You've already given us so much. Really, I'm just happy to have my baby well again.
I insist.
All right. Again, thank you so much. And we'll be back in a week for the first follow-up.
Sounds right. I'll see you then. Good day, Mrs. Oswald.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Our revenge is almost complete, but I can't forgive Father. I'm sorry. I know that is not what I was set back here for, but he has to know what he did. Once the lock is set on this world, and I light your fire, dear sister, I will kill him. No, Claire! I must! This whole nightmare is his fault! No, I haven't! You two aren't here! I am! And you can't imagine the toll this has put on me! What it is like to see the world I should be a part of go on without me! Without us! God damn it! I will not abandon this! He deserves it! He will learn the truth he so desperately seeks, and then he will see you very soon after. Claire, I must do this. He has to pay for what we are now. It is his fault. I do not care about the underlying circumstances. No. I can. I hate him. He was our father. He should have protected us from them. No! I will set the soul lock, and then I will kill Harper Bowers. Understand me? You can't stop me here. Always the crybaby, little sister. I'm doing this for us. You and Mother will see. And so will he.
All elements of Sirenicide are copyright 2018 by Atrium Dynamics unless otherwise stated. Any duplication of this production without the secured written consent of Atrium Dynamics is strictly prohibited. Please visit Sirenicide.com for more details.